Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We're finally back reacting to another episode of Lucifer. Sorry it's been a long time. I was camping for like 4 days. So up in the North Shore at Split Rock. But what happened last time on Lucifer? Last time was the bloody celestial karaoke jam where every 5 seconds they were busting out in song. Some of the songs, you know, while they kind of applied to what was directly happening in the moment, they didn't feel super necessary in my opinion. But some of them were really nice. They had some different takes on like Les Mis and things like that. And the kind of like big revelation at the end of the episode is that God thinks that he is like losing control of his power. So going forward, presumably that will be a big thing. Like I feel like that's a thing that kind of changes the trajectory for the rest of the season, and possibly sets up some conflict regarding like, is he gonna step down as God? Like the thought process of that is kind of weird. Like God just deciding, hey, you know, I'm not gonna do it anymore. And you know, if that happens, who would take his place? You know, how are we gonna find out whether Lucifer can actually love or not? You know, is that self-imposed? I don't know. But this one is called Resting Devil Face. Don't know what that would be about, but I'm excited to find out. Before we jump into this episode though, please consider leaving a like on the video and please consider subscribing. That means a ton to me. Ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. If you are interested in the full-length reaction in this episode, head down to my Patreon where I post the full uncut reactions in watch-along format, so you just sync up your own copy of the video and watch along with me. That's awesome if you want to do that. There you can also become a super supporter and get featured in all my videos like this guy right here. But other than that, let's jump into this episode. I like this song.
I know. Don't worry, Lucy. We both agree Dad needs to go home.
Do they think if he goes home that he'll have better control of his power?
Oh, he was just...
He's not even there anymore. Wandered off like an old senile man.
Hi there.
Well, tightening up fittings, replacing washers. Don't want to flood on our hands.
Haha. Classic. Get it? Because he, you know, flooded the earth.
Something very serious.
Dad said it was fine. The creator of the universe glitching is the literal opposite of fine.
Yeah,
Excuse me. Yeah.
that's not fine.
What are you still doing here? With the soda dispenser that started miraculously pumping Pinot Noir.
Yo.
Just take a rest, please.
That would be, I mean, I guess if you were going in expecting Coke and wine came out.
I think I'll tighten up your wobbly dancing pole.
God working on the stripper pole, eh? Interesting image in your head.
I'm sorry I made you leave work and get stuck with me all day.
Trixie,
She loves
I
you.
am never stuck with you. So,
Where am I going?
You're gonna be a detective for the day. What's
thank
up?
you so much for
Oh,
doing
never
this.
mind.
Look, she's potty trained.
That's
Never
dumb.
once tried to rip my earrings out.
No, Moses wouldn't want this much FaceTime. Sorry, Detective.
I mean, he
need to
might be okay
extinguish
with
the
it.
burning bush.
Mr. God, listen, I'm sorry that I slept with your wife. I didn't know she was married at the time, I swear to... Well, to you. And yes. Wait, that's some good...
Cracking bones.
Yeah, maybe we should... You're hurting me. Let go.
Just breaks his hand. Oh, oh dear. Can you imagine? If that
I
happened,
meant to put him back together.
Do not.
it did happen.
Right now, you just exploded a man.
He actually blew him up
To me,
and then put him back together.
Definitely harm and foul.
Thought it was like a
Needs to leave. Staying here on Earth is
hallucination, maybe.
care about and
Are you prepared to meet your maker?
Yes, I am.
No track marks. Just a single injection spot at the hairline with enough bruising to indicate a struggle.
Okay, so
Body here wanted it to be mistaken for an accidental.
yeah, so not a habitual drug user.
Totally a murder. Albert Walcott.
No.
Albert,
Way! Never would have recognized him.
Big
right?
Al.
I ran the prints 3 times just to be.
Then
Oh, and he's planted with an uppercut like a freight train.
Benson goes down on the canvas. It's a knockout. The crowd goes wild.
Time out. Crime scene.
Sorry. Just to be clear, none of that.
their shenanigans at crime scenes are incredibly unprofessional.
A huge sense.
my divine presence won't be a danger to anyone because I made myself human.
How you do that? How'd you do that? It's not good.
Your old man is just a regular dude.
And why would you think it's a good idea to become a regular dude?
When we were singing,
Just a regular
I
dude.
realized you were right. I'm here for the whole kit and
The whole kit and caboodle. Classic Midwestern slang.
Lucifer, are you still there?
Regretfully, yes.
Open your eyes, dude.
Did you know that when humans close their eyes, they can't see anything? I mean, total darkness. But you open these babies and bam, let there be light.
Detective, please tell me there's some
What a goober.
break in the case we must investigate.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it's so delicious. It's like snow with fruit.
Yeah.
Miss Lopez, this is my father, Dad. Miss Lopez.
Your dad?
Hmm.
Oh my god! It's so amazing to meet you!
You too. And I just want to thank you for all the support.
That is so weird.
It hasn't gone unnoticed.
Anyway, I can't believe I'm saying this, but can we all just...
Oh, my head is on fire.
Brain freeze. We've all been there, big guy. Just give it a second, it'll go away.
Yes. So, de-doing, breaking into a hospital.
Oh,
Internet's best guess is drugs.
what a
Check out
goober.
the pharmacy in the back.
Oh my,
Stop drinking it so fast.
it's not that. I
He has
think
to
I need
pee.
You know.
Oh. Excuse us for just one moment.
He's
Detective.
probably never had to
Please,
do
I need
that
take
before.
my billion-year-old father to the little boy's room. Come on.
Nice transition.
You're still in one piece. God is not gonna kill you. He'll just wait till you die and torture you for all
Forever.
eternity.
Shouldn't have slept with his wife, man.
Yeah, hell's gonna suck, bro. Anyway, at least you have a soul too, Dan. Like me.
You have a soul, Maze. Come on, it's just hidden deep down.
Thanks for the
And I was able to save his life with a triple bypass.
It must have been difficult.
She's
for him,
a actual
losing
actress,
the
so
abilities that once made him invincible.
You know, I think it was.
she has something to do with the case.
Stop showing up.
This is a drug that was developed for fighter pilots. It's colloquially known as YST. It's very exclusive, although we have seen a couple of overdoses in the ER.
You say? Can you tell me what this drug
I think she had something to do with it.
Person once.
Small and pink.
Right, what shade of pink precisely? Bubblegum, Barbie?
He's got tons of pills.
Sunset.
That's the pill.
How do
did
you have
acquire
those?
that?
Thank you, Dr. Porter.
He's just like, I got these. I got these on lock, man. Tons of them.
Where did you...
The guy's all mic'd up. He's heading into the buy.
Right.
And by our guy, I mean Lucifer, the devil, who we work with. Are you sure we should send him in there alone?
Well,
He's just having
invincible now.
existential crisis after existential crisis. Like, he is not having a good time at all.
We're just getting to know your charming associate.
Papa. Dear old dad. He's already there. How did he get there?
Dad?
I thought he put aside his powers to be human. How does he get around to all these places so quickly?
know, to get her back on the straight and narrow before she...
Oh, he's worried about his daughter's fate?
Dad, you
Gotcha.
think our 11-year-old daughter is going to hell?
I know.
I mean, she could.
Maybe. I want to nudge Trixie in the right direction before it's too late.
Okay, yes, hell does exist. I just don't think one school suspension is the road to ruin here.
True.
I'm surprised how easy it is to get on the wrong track.
All she's got to do is, before she dies, as long as she accepts Jesus as Lord and Savior, she's Gucci. Sorry, Catholics. It's the way it is.
Even if it might hurt them?
Even if it might.
Who is she mad at? Is she mad at her mom for just kind of like playing it cool with Lucifer right now? Or is she mad at Lucifer for making her mom feel bad? Mad at God for seemingly passing the inability to love down to Lucifer? Who knows?
You know he moved to Los Angeles all by himself, established a thriving nightclub, and now he's a consultant for the Oh, don't be so modest, son. Look how well you're handling the sting.
You dummy. God dang it. And he's mortal now, so God could die.
As I stare down at that weapon, I'm feeling something entirely new.
Fear.
Ridiculous. Ready to go home?
No, my forehead is wet, but my throat is dry and the floor is starting to spin. Lucifer, is the floor starting to spin for you? Dad?
I said, shut up!
Yo, don't hit God.
I'm starting to feel something as well.
Anger. Murder! I wanna go to war! I want a lightsaber! Yeah, don't hit his dad. He'll get mad at you. Only he can do that.
Lay his hands on my father.
Put the human down, Samaya. There's no need for violence.
They were going to kill you.
Yeah, who knew you cared so much?
I don't remember.
How do you not remember? Come on!
Your face, Lucifer. The one you used in hell. In person, it really is quite intense.
Yeah.
Pardon my resting devil face.
Roll credits.
Why did you choose that face?
He's self-actualizing.
That face is how you see yourself.
You're perfect just the way you are, God says. But what is that? If he wasn't invincible, I would rip his stupid guts out.
That guy's like, what?
She's a murderous
You need to chill, Maze!
I'll never be more than this.
Maze, you're cool.
We talked about this.
Shouldn't you be at baby nerd class?
If you're referring to science time with Newton, Linda took him.
Baby nerd class. Did he write a note?
Went to find Powers. XO, Dad.
Oh, Titanic miniature. That's fun.
Right, let's speed things along, shall we? Tell me, Christoph, what is it you decide?
He just wants to build miniatures.
I want
That's all he wants.
more YSD.
Oh. Well, never mind.
It was fun at first.
Right. Well,
I think it was the
good luck
doctor.
with the Armada.
She's an actual actress, so I think it was her.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. He's probably gone to that donut shop that he likes, or decided to relive the glory days of creation at the zoo. Anyway, you go on with the case, and I'll pop off, try and find him, and
Fair.
keep Stone talking to
Maybe go gardening.
Oh.
Oh, awkward.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's awkward.
Yes.
Should shake hands or something. Oh, Maze is gonna find him. How's she so good? I like that train station. That's kind of cool. Does he have his powers?
Oh, what a lovely surprise.
Is it
Are
Trixie?
you running away too?
Almighty didn't come here looking for drugs, did he? He came here looking for records, your records, and I saw them. It confirmed what Almighty thought all along, that you had botched other surgeries just like you botched his.
Oh, snap. So she did kill him. I was right. Yes.
So you killed him.
Woo.
An overdose. The YSD, it helps you conceal your weakness, but it's just a Band-Aid. You're not okay, Doctor. And pretending that you are is only hurting the ones that depend on you.
I knew it was her, though. I'm so smart. Because she's an actual, like, actress. She's in stuff.
Honestly, I think I may have really messed up.
I guess everyone makes mistakes. Even grown-ups.
What a wise
Is this actually Trixie?
What about you, Trixie? Looking back at how I raised Lucifer, not sure I got it all right.
I don't know if any parent feels they got it all right.
It seems like a tough job.
Probably.
I've never been a kid.
Oh, now you can't kill him. He's friends with Trixie.
He's our father, all right? God Almighty. And you really should start showing him a little bit more respect.
He is an old man who now he's out there somewhere lost and alone and afraid.
He's worried about him.
You can't just run off like that. Do you have any idea what you put us through?
I'm starting to think I do, actually.
They're like, he's like a parent talking to a kid. A spoon? Oh, wait. That's crazy. Charlie was just able to hold the full power of God in his hands. She's got strong arms.
Thank you for not killing me. The funny thing about miracles is they happen every day. An angel has a child with a human.
But a demon can't grow a soul.
Says who?
Can't she?
Yeah. What do you mean? Trying to dictate to God what can and can't happen?
You can tell you're sad, Mom.
I know you can.
Denial happens to the best of us.
Yes.
Okay, just cry a little bit. It's fine.
You're upset about Lucifer, aren't you?
Yes, because he thinks he can't love, and he's wrong. He's wrong. I say wrong.
I have to tell him my real feelings.
And then what's gonna happen?
You no say. Anything could happen.
Me and your dad will always be your parents. And we'll always love you no matter what.
Some tell me one of them's gonna die.
The truth is, I've been slipping for quite a while. For longer than I'd like to admit. Yes, you could. Time for me to retire.
Dad.
What does that mean? Are you gonna go into that otherworldly plane like your wife did? Come on, you can't just end episodes like that, man. One cliffhanger after another. first he says he's losing his powers, now he's like, I'm retiring. What does retirement mean for God? Like, if God retires, does he just hang out in heaven? Does he give up his powers and then live in heaven? Does he give up his powers and then go to some other plane? Does he, what happens logistically when God retires is my question. No, this was a good episode. You know, we left off last time with God being like, I'm losing control of my powers. And so his strategy, he wants to feel useful, right? So he's being a plumber and he's showing up at work and he's just doing all these things, and it's just very frustrating for Lucifer. And then he decides he's gonna shake hands with Dan. He kills him. He literally explodes Dan and his guts go everywhere. And then he just like kind of like rewinds time for a second and he's like, oh shit. Accidents happen. And he just kind of like wipes everyone's memories of that, but Dan is still like, I think I died. And it's just, it was a very, you know, very, very interesting episode. I got the murder right. I guessed that, like, first try, as soon as they introduced the doctor. So, like, this boxer dies of some mysterious drugs. As soon as they introduced that doctor, I was like, I recognize this actress. She was, she played General Hale in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and she's been in other stuff, but as soon as she started talking, I was like, I know this lady. Like, she's an actual actress that has played somewhat shady characters before. Like, she's 100% the killer. And they confirmed it later on. You know, turns out she had some botched surgeries in the past that she didn't want people to know about. And she botched this boxer's heart surgery, and that ended up being rough for him. So he broke in to try and find her records, for which she then killed him. So, you know, interesting in terms of the case. But yeah, I think the most interesting part involved God trying to be human, just the humorous aspects of him, like, experiencing human things for the first time. Like, when he shuts his eyes and he can't see anything, he's like, what? This is amazing. Getting brain freeze, you know, just getting lost, misplacing things. Like it's very much, I feel like they're very much trying to not necessarily draw a parallel, but have similar symptoms to, like, someone who's experiencing, like, dementia or Alzheimer's or things like that, where just as sometimes when people get older, they forget things, they, you know, act differently, you know, things are just weird. They literally, they go into this drug bust and he's like, my son is doing such a great job at this sting. It's like, no, you can't just tell people things like that. But the part that I thought was most interesting in that part is Lucifer, when he realizes that his dad is, like, mortal and he's getting harmed and could potentially die, he gets angry and he gets defensive and he gets afraid and he loses it on these people, brings out the full devil face on these guys because he thinks his dad is in danger. So to me, that kind of just speaks more to the fact of, like, he thinks he's incapable of love, right? But he is not. Like, he loves his father as much of a strenuous relationship as they have had, and as much as he also somewhat dislikes his father. Like, he still deep down loves him and wishes that he was present in his life more than he was, and wishes some decisions were different. You know, he wishes he wouldn't have been, in his mind, banished. You know, but he loves his father, and so when he sees him about to die, he goes full devil mode. And I think, again, like, at the end of the episode, that speaks to his denial. You know, he's denying that he has the ability to love because he doesn't want to, you know, I think so he thinks that he inherited his inability to love from his father, and he's passing that on to Chloe. I think that he is just afraid to express how he feels about his father. Like, he's afraid to truly admit that he loves his father and wishes his father had been involved more. And he is taking that and putting it onto Chloe. Like he thinks he can't love, but really he's just too afraid to express that he can love because he probably loves so deeply, or whatever the cliche is. And I think once he accepts how he truly feels about his father, I think he can then accept how he feels about Chloe, or vice versa. It'll go one or the other. Dan is just having an existential crisis this whole time. So last episode and this episode, he's just like losing his mind because he slept with God's wife and he thinks he's going to be murdered. You know, he's talking to Maze, and Maze is like, yeah, hell's going to suck. And it's just like the worst for him. He's just having internal meltdown constantly until at a certain point, he's just got to be like, you know what? No, I had sex with your wife, and, you know, I'm sorry, but also I'm not sorry. I liked her. And God, I feel like once God put his powers away and then took them back, he became more of a, like, quality character, if that makes sense. Like he seemed more composed and stuff. So he was very much like, Dan, it's all good. Like, I was not a great husband. You provided what I couldn't. I'm glad that Trixie and her mom are kind of bonding a little bit, and that maybe, you know, she is, Chloe is kind of also realizing and being truthful with herself about how she feels. You know, because she's kind of been playing it cool this whole time. Anytime Lucifer's like, oh, like, I don't know if I love you or whatever, she's, you know, at first she was like, no, like, I don't accept that, like, we'll work through it. But I think she needs to be honest with herself about, like, how much pain that's actually causing her. Like, someone you're dating or kind of in love with telling you, I can't love you, I never will, you know, all that jazz, and then still being in your life, that's a pretty traumatizing thing, and she needs to be honest with that. And I like Trixie just telling it how it is. She's like, you know what? You need to be mature. And he's like, I am mature. And I liked the moments with Trixie and God where he's just like, you know what? I may have made some mistakes. I'm not perfect, you know, even though, yeah, God is perfect, but within the confines of this show, he's like, I may have done some things not great. And, you know, I think all parents have gone through that, where they're just like, I don't know if I raised my kid perfectly, but I did the best I could with what I thought was right. And Maze, in turn, decides not to kill God because she was like, she pretends it was so Trixie wouldn't see that violence, but I think she was just moved by his words, and she talks to him after, and she's like, I can't have a soul. And he turns around, he's like, what do you mean? Like, of course you can't. Like, who are you to dictate whether or not you can have a soul? I'm God. Like, if I think you're perfect, you're perfect. And you can totes grow a soul. Like, you're fine, Maze. And I think she kind of had an epiphany in that moment of like, oh, like, here's God telling me I can grow a soul? Like, maybe, you know, because she used to be this just very one-dimensional, like when she was first introduced, she was a very one-dimensional character, just loved pain and violence and torturing people. And now it's evident through her, like, anguish of not having a soul that she has been developing a soul throughout the whole series. So I think that's really nice. I still, I don't know when we're going to see Eve in this season, because from the trailers, I'm pretty sure she appears and has a thing with Maze. So we're now 3 episodes in. Next episode will be halfway through the season. Presumably Eve will make an appearance at some point, because I don't know if with God stepping down, what kind of turmoil that'll create, and, you know, characters coming back, because presumably Michael will come back, maybe Eve, all the characters that might hear that this is happening and want some sort of power, or are just, like, no longer afraid of God. That a lot of chaos could ensue. But I don't know, this was a quality episode. I liked it a lot. yeah, hopefully the next episode doesn't take so long to come out because I won't be camping for a week. But other than that, I think that's all I got. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. You know, any thought you got, as long as it's nice. And if you liked what you saw, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you want to see more reactions to Lucifer, and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if full-length reactions are something that interests you, again, I post all my full-length reactions on Patreon. It's in watch-along format, so you just sync up your own copy of the show and watch along with me. And then if you want to become a super supporter, you can get featured in all of my videos, like this guy. But other than that, thank you for watching. I love you, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.